A United Nations report on the final offensive by the Sri Lankan government against Tamil separatists has called for an international investigation into the final months of the bloody battle. The UN panel found credible evidence of war crimes on both sides, although Tamil casualties were far higher.
The final days of a conflict that lasted more than a quarter of a century. Now, a United Nations panel estimates that tens of thousands of people may have been killed as a result of war crimes. Among the accusations, claims the Sri Lankan government shelled hospitals and aid bases sheltering Tamils. The report says forces raped women, tortured suspected Tamil separatists, and deliberately underreported the scale of the crisis. The Sri Lankan government has rejected the panel's work, saying the findings threaten reconciliation.
It is wrong to publish the report. It is equally wrong and unacceptable to take any steps at all.
But government troops aren't the only ones accused of war crimes. The UN report says the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, or Tamil Tigers, were also complicit. They've been accused of using thousands of civilians as human shields and of the recruitment of child soldiers, as well as the shooting of displaced people who tried to flee. Australian Tamils have welcomed the report, saying anyone engaged in war crimes on either side of the conflict should be brought to justice.
It doesn't matter who did them. If civilians were attacked and persecuted, then whoever was involved in that crime needs to be punished.
Dr Parry has called for the Australian government to be part of an impartial probe into the alleged war crimes.
The human rights violations in Sri Lanka is having a direct consequence on Australia. I mean, we've had thousands of people arrive here by boat claiming asylum, and that's because of the root cause. The problem is in Sri Lanka.
The Australian government has yet to comment on whether it will support the investigation. The Sri Lankan president is due to visit here later this year for a Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Perth. Shalila Medora, World News Australia.